Hi, SBS family, it's Jackie again. I just want to give you a heads up. There are a ton of clocks in my house, so they're going to start going off kind of a little bit separated. If that is a trigger for you, please log off. I'm going to see if I can attach the information where I collected everything on this topic. It's going to be about mental health, or ask Leah to the posting. So you can grab it there. But I just wanted to give you a noise warning. So like I said, today's conversation is going to be about mental illness. And there is still very much a stigma about that topic. And that's kind of why I want to break the stigma, because it and chronic illness go hand in hand for a lot of people, not everyone. So that's something to rejoice about. But it also requires me to make multiple videos, so you're going to have to bear with me. You're going to see me a lot. And with that, I'm almost at my 90 seconds, which is all it will let me go to before I have to make the next video. So I'm going to move on. So first thing is, I will go ahead and tell you my story. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 2, and I have suffered from mental illness for just about as long. I remember going to counselors when I was a little girl, and we're talking like 5, maybe 6, and drawing pictures, like these pictures are gonna help. And just hiding under the bed from my parents because I didn't want to go, and different medicines and different things. And I've struggled with it on and off my whole life, and it mostly is related to depression. And that depression led to cutting, which led to a pretty close attempt to suicide. And so I'm sharing this with you to let you know that unaddressed depression, anxiety, all these things can kind of grow. And the more you allow it to grow and the more it's unaddressed, the larger it gets. And I still to this day see psychiatry and counseling, and I still to this day have thoughts of self-harm, but I haven't for 25 years. So it kind of worked out in a really kind of miraculous way. Those of you who know me know that I'm a big fan of Jesus. And I talked to the pastor in my church, and he got me connected with a counselor. And I was like, yeah, right. I've done this before. I've done this for years. This isn't going to work. And it actually did. And then she got me connected to a psychiatrist, and that psychiatrist helped me. And so I got my life back, but it was a lot of work to do so, just like your chronic illness is a lot of work, right? But if your mind's not in the right spot, and depression overtakes your life, then it's very hard to take care of yourself, or to have hope, or to want to do your physical therapy, or to push your body to capacity, to what it can do. Never push yourself beyond what you can do. I mean, that would never be my recommendation. That's between you and your doctor. But that is my story. So I want to share some statistics and just general information with you, but as you are aware, those of you who have brain fog, nothing stays up here anymore. It says it's in and then it's out. So bear with me while I read my notes and share them with you, and so there'll be some looking down and back and forth. So chronic illness significantly, I can talk, it'll happen, increases our risk for mental health conditions beyond depression, such as anxiety disorders, PTSD, social isolation or withdrawal, so agoraphobia, and cognitive issues such as brain fog. Hello, here I am. Research shows that 1 in 4 people with a chronic illness will experience these types of things. So this one is the most important to me for you to know, is that people with SPS face a significantly increased risk for suicide. And that, to me, is devastating. One, I mean, that is not the answer. So I'm going to give you some statistics here in a minute, but my 90 seconds are up. So we have about a 6.09 to 11.25% higher risk than the general population in committing suicide. And that to me breaks my heart, because you all are family, and it is a horrific, lonely, hard disease. But please don't give up. Attempts are usually connected with the pain and some of the other mental issues that we discussed, the depression and anxiety. So if you're experiencing those things, my request is that you would address them early. If you can't find the right counselor right off, fine. Can't find the right psychiatrist right off, fine. But I guarantee you they're out there. You just have to keep looking. So I also wanted to share, for those of you who may have suicidal ideation, that in the US, please call 988. Or if you live in the UK, you can call 111, and they will assist you. As far as the rest of the world, because I know this disease is broad, we're a small community, but we're spread all over. I'm sorry, I don't know any more numbers, but I pray that there's a resource there for you like that. And feel free to message me. I talk about my struggles honestly and openly, and I'm happy to hear about yours. And if it ever became too much, I would definitely let you know. But nobody should feel alone or be alone in those moments. So there's another thing that I want to talk about that I think is also equally as important, and that's our caregivers. And they are extremely critical to us and our survival, and important, and they're people that we love, and usually they're family, if we're blessed with that. And otherwise, they're people that we rely on heavily. And again, my 90 seconds is up, so I will return. Our caregivers have a higher rate of mental health issues as well. They experience things such as anxiety, depression, burnout, chronic stress, social isolation. And for depression specifically, 18 to 47% experience that. I have previously been a caregiver for a family member, not with our disease, but with ALS. And I can tell you that these things are true. Watching somebody you love suffer is awful. So please make sure to thank the person that is helping you. And please make sure to let them know that they're valued and important, and what they do means a lot, and it matters, and it makes a difference, whether it's family, whether it's a friend, whether it's a hired worker. As long as they're doing a good job, let them know that they matter. Okay. I also wanted to share a resource for caregivers, and that is the Family Caregiver Alliance. And I hope that I am quoting that correctly, because I cannot read my handwriting, but it is available online too if you search for resources. But yes, this is a topic close to my heart because I've watched loved ones struggle. This impacts everyone, not just your caregivers. It impacts your whole family that witnesses it, and it hurts their heart, and it can mess with their head, and it's a very difficult road. So please utilize the resources that are out there for you, that are out there for your family, that are out there for your caregivers, and try to take a look beyond yourself. It's very hard when you're in pain. It is very hard with this disease, but it's one of the most important things that you can do. And with that very last comment, I would say, look at yourself. You are, although in pain, although immobile, although locked into yourself sometimes, you are a beautiful human being that still has wisdom to offer. And I would encourage you to work your hardest to preserve the life that the people, your caregivers, your family, your loved ones, your friends, are working so hard around you to help save as well.